Hey, welcome. I'm so glad you made it to this video. Since you're here, I'm assuming you're an educator who really cares about student learning. And perhaps even you're an educator who is a little worried about what I like to think of actually as an epidemic of passive learning. Students more and more are becoming people who simply wait to either follow directions or not follow directions, and who have a hard time thinking actively about their own learning. And I believe that one reason this is the case is that we educators actually have fallen down on our job to truly teach students how to study and give them an owner's manual for their brain. My name is Gretchen Wegner. I'm an academic life coach who has worked with hundreds of students and peeked into thousands of classrooms all over the world now, in fact. And I have also spent the last 10 years reading all of the brain theory I can find. This is just one example of the books that I have been reading and the research I have been looking into to try and figure out what does effective learning look like, and how can we teach students to do it independently so that they are in charge of their own learning. Now, all this information is wonderful and important, but it's heavy and dense and theoretical, and it doesn't always translate into specific actions that students know how to do. So that's why I have developed what I fondly call the anti-boring approach to powerful studying toolbox. So, and actually you'll see it says toolkit here. I go back and forth about whether the word kit or the word box is the right word. So if you have opinions about that, I would love to get your advice. But for the time being, what I want you to understand is that there are actually hundreds of study tools that help fight boredom in the brain and help students actively take control of their own studying. But there's one that is the most important, I believe. And that tool is what I'm going to be teaching you in this free masterclass series. And it is the study cycle. It's a 3-step process that summarizes all of that research into a very simple picture and a very simple way to think about learning, and you can teach it in under 10 minutes, whether you are a teacher in a big classroom, whether you are a coach, or whether you are a tutor, or you work in a university learning center and you have lots of students stopping by all the time. I've even recently heard from a school counselor who loves to share the study cycle with students who come in wanting to drop a class because it's too hard. So there are all kinds of uses for this. And during this free masterclass, I'm going to teach you exactly how it works, and then also coach you in how you can integrate this into your classrooms and your coaching sessions and just even your casual conversations with students. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you sign up, and I really look forward to meeting you. Take care, everyone.